Welcome to the Swirly Boys podcast. I am G2 Jake. This is
Toilet Jenkins.
your boy.
Ya boy.
So, first things first, we got a little something to talk about that I think this might be the only episode we get to brag a little bit. So, I'm a Browns fan. You're a Bills fan.
Oh, double victory.
Dude, yes, victory Mondays for both of us.
The first time ever for you, but I mean, it's
Dude,
not that
I haven't
often.
had a victory Monday since 2016.
Yeah.
No joke. That's real talk.
Yeah. It's got to be rough being a Browns fan. I mean,
Not anymore. Super Bowl, baby.
yeah. Well, at least the Bills made the playoffs last season, but a lot of people thought they were going to go 0-16 this year. So, silence to the haters already.
Bills Mafia, right?
Bills Mafia all day.
Yeah. How's your fantasy team in the YoYo fantasy?
4-1. I'm second place to you.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, undefeated. I looked at the standings this morning, actually, and I was like, what? This guy's undefeated out here?
Hey, what can I say? I don't do anything half-assed, right?
Yeah, always full-assed.
But did you? Are you beating me in points scored though?
I think so. Maybe not.
Because I know I'm your only loss, but even after I think 3 or maybe after 4 weeks, you were still beating me in points scored. It just so happened that I beat you the week we played.
My team's real. I don't...
Legit. We'll have a little Swirly Boys championship possibly.
How does the championship work? It's one person from each division? No, you're beating me in points 4 now.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
You must have crushed it.
So, no. So the winners of each division get into the playoffs, and then it goes to the next 2 based on best schedule. So you could have 3 teams from one division, but no matter what, one team from that other crappy division will make it in. But yeah, that's probably enough football talk for everybody out there watching the Swirly Boys. What's good in your life, man? I know you went on a hike this week.
Yeah, I've been crushing it lately. Having fun in real life, having fun on the internet. Went on a hike. It was Columbus Day weekend, so my job works on the school schedule, so I had that day off. Decided to take a quick jog up the road, probably about an hour and a half away, to a mountain in New Hampshire. Hiked up it by myself. It was kind of foggy and rainy, but it was sick. Had a really good time.
Yeah. I was going to say, I didn't even put that together that you, because I know you work for the school or whatever, but I didn't even put it together that's why you were off. I thought you just were.
Yeah.
I thought you went to the Bills game or hung over and decided I'm taking the day off, and then you went for a hike.
I don't know if I would have been able to go for a hike after a Bills victory, but that's a...
Well, I saw the peanut butter and jelly and IPA.
Yeah, that's classic Summit snack.
I don't know. I'm a PB&J and milk kind of guy.
Yeah, but I'm not going to drink milk on the top of, like, hiking a mountain.
If you're going to eat a PB&J, you can drink some milk. But more importantly here, for your big week, the Toilet Circle, the account's blown up a little bit this week, huh?
Yeah, some, like, Instagram meme accounts have, I guess, stumbled across my Instagram page, and they're just loving it. They, I feel like the last few posts I've made, they've, like, reposted it on their stories and stuff and said how funny they think it is and how much they like it, and like a lot of their followers have checked out my page and liked it enough to shoot me with a follow. I got over 100 followers just on Monday.
That's a huge day. Over 100 on a day. That's huge.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I went from like 840 something to like 950.
1K.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
We'll do a little Toilet Circle giveaway when we get to 1K. I'll make that happen for you.
Getting there, man.
Cool.
How's things over at the G2 HQ?
Things are good now.
Good now? That's good to hear.
Yeah, man. we're back to smooth sailing. I had the week off for reasons we won't get into on the podcast, but yeah. Cool. So that whole week, basically, that I was off, mostly last week, I didn't get to see much yo-yo activity, so I'm gonna be relying on you for any yo-yo talk that we want to talk about here.
Oh, dude.
I know I saw one thing, but I'll see what else you got.
The ART and Heshgod video came out the other day, and it's really sweet. It's just like a big montage of clips from like various contests and stuff, people hanging out, jamming. It's got a bunch of different players in it. It's like 10 minutes long, but if you have the time to check it out, I would definitely recommend it. It's got some sick tricks and just really cool vibe to the video.
I'm going to make you send me that link so I can put it in the description. I think I saw the teaser. Did it have like the flashing words across the like right across where the chest or the middle of the video is at?
It might have at
like flashing tie-dye words?
Yeah.
Maybe it was just on the teaser.
They posted like a bunch of meme promos and stuff for it, which obviously I'm a fan of, but...
Meme-vertisements?
Yeah. I'm all about it. But yeah, I'll shoot that over to you. And then, yeah, I don't know.
Nothing good. I mean, we don't want to get into yo-yo releases because that's boring, but...
Yeah, they came out with like the hotel reservation stuff and info for Worlds in Cleveland, which I checked that out. Not sure what I'm going to do for that yet, but I'll definitely be there.
You coming to the G2 HQ BBQ?
Hot dog challenge round 2 or what?
Dude, I don't know, but what I'm thinking is Wednesday or Thursday of Worlds, like, I'm going to try and do a little get-together at the HQ for anybody that wants to come down. I'm about 45 to, I guess I'm closer to 55 minutes away from the venue, so we'll set that up. I'll cook food on the grill for everybody, and we'll chill.
Grill master.
Maybe I'll have some prototypes or something for people to try, or I don't know, just anybody that wants to come. I'm not sure how many people want to come down. That's an hour away.
Yeah, and that's you never know how many people will be in town that early and stuff. I mean,
right.
I'm gonna try and go as early as I can. I got a real job now, so I can actually make
it's
days
summertime,
off.
though.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you should be smooth sailing, right?
Yeah, because school's not in session, so kind of slows down a little bit. That's all I got.
So I guess our interesting topics, or I guess I don't know, but the drama, that makes the yo-yo world go round lately, there was a big post on the BST of people talking about artificial scarcity, and that happens a lot when I'll have a sellout. People that are either just not fans of G2 at all, or people that are a little bit salty that they missed a drop, which I feel bad for the second people, but the people that just don't like G2, that's fine. But
you think it's people that are just like, oh, nice, a drop, like, let me stir up some stuff. You think that happens? Is that what you mean by the first?
Yeah, the people that just don't like G2. So the post said, was somebody being salty, they didn't get a doorknob, which you can pick up your local hardware store or whatever. But then inside of that comes the artificial scarcity comments, which comes from people that are salty and actually believe that, or I guess it comes from people that actually believe that, people that are just salty and mad. And then the third type, which is the only one that really bothers me, is the people that don't like your brand and just want to smear it basically and say, you know what I mean, you're doing this on purpose, like there's not actually much demand for your product, you're just selling 6 units so that it makes it look like there's demand, or the artificial scarcity I guess theory that they have.
Yo-yo conspiracy theories. Oh, I love
it. Which, hey, I mean, that it could make sense to do.
I guess.
I'm kind of curious. I'm curious on your side of things. You're not a normal consumer, just because you have backdoor access. Clearly, you're one of my friends, and then one of the other brands that you rep well, you are friends with as well. I guess we'll leave it at that. So you're not a normal consumer in that aspect. But you can see the normal consumer side maybe a little bit better than me.
Yeah.
And kind of what you think about it.
I don't know why. Well, I guess I can see why that would be a possible theory, that somebody's just trying to make it seem like there's all this hype and they're selling out when they're actually only like 5 or 10. So there's not like that much, but
even, we'll just say 10 for example, like that can be like if you sell 10 out on a drop like right away, and it's not like a brand new yo-yo, like that still shows that you have a little bit of demand, because there's definitely yo-yos out there that are even brand new that do not sell out right away, even if they only have 10 or 20. So that there is some, like, even if you do have 10 units, that is still a little bit of a demand for it to sell out on the drop time instantly.
Right.
It's different if you're only having 5, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess, like, I don't know, people see the hype of these sellouts and they're like, oh, it's got to be good, blah, blah, blah. It keeps selling out, but I don't see any coming up on the, like, BST. Must be everybody's keeping them. It's got to be a good yo-yo. But for a brand that already has, like, crazy hype like SF does or like ART does, that doesn't make sense to me that they would do that, because there already is the crazy hype and demand, and obviously for this model in particular being a collab between those two, there's even more demand. So why would they hinder the amount of revenue they could be making? It doesn't make sense to me from, I don't know, like a business standpoint.
I gotcha. So yeah, that definitely sides with my understandings. Clearly, I understand, like, from my end, from being accused of it, that it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
As far as running a business,
Go ahead.
Each time, so let's say we'll say I've got 100 units, and I sell those out, and over whatever, we'll say a month and a half, and I limited the drops just to sell those 100. It makes no sense, because those first 100 I'm not making as much as, say, the next 50. So that first 100 I might make the same amount of money as I would if I just sold another 50 more. So you know what I mean? My margins start to increase so much more, because the prototyping cost gets spread out to more units.
Right.
The defect rate, the trash grades and everything, all the bad parts that I spend money on, those dumped costs get spread out to more units. So my margins start to increase the more I can sell.
I didn't even take that part into consideration, like the price and stuff going down with the more units.
Oh yeah, definitely. Not even just, like, clearly if you order more units, it's going to be cheaper.
Right.
You get more units anodized in the same color, it's a little bit cheaper depending on where you're getting it done. But the biggest thing is just you have more units
to spread those costs over. So your cost
to dump
per
those
unit
costs
overall,
into.
Less.
And as a business, clearly you would like to make as much as you can,
right,
especially in Art's case, where this is their job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That pays their bills, is just selling yo-yos, which, that's awesome. They're doing an incredible job to be able to do that. And then, like, since we have a little bit of access behind the closed doors of SF, we understand that it's completely doesn't make sense for them either.
Yeah.
Like, SF's is like, they're like the best position you could be in any yo-yo company right now. Their marketing kills it. Their team has been killing it for them.
Their team has been killing it.
The people behind the doors are incredibly smart with this and doing an incredible job. And since the inception, they have just been, like, doubling. And
yeah,
you can tell,
with every release,
you can tell scarcity is not their ploy, because the more yo-yos they get into people's hands, the more fans they get.
Right.
So it makes no sense for them to limit how many yo-yos they can put out. It just comes down to how many yo-yos you can ship out, basically.
Yeah, how many you can physically do.
And the other thing is you can only order so many yo-yos because that capital, you only have so much liquid capital to invest into the next run. I mean, you can comfortably invest a good amount of what liquid cash you have on hand, but you can't just be like, all right, I'm going to take everything I got right now and put it in this next run of yo-yos for two reasons. One, you never know. Maybe it just stops selling for whatever reason. You know what I mean? It hits summertime, which we've been lucky enough. There's some brands that haven't been affected too bad, but yo-yo sales definitely slow greatly in the summer. Maybe, something else comes out that's hyped up and they buy that instead of your yo-yo. But then the biggest issue is you can order a run of yo-yos, put all your capital in that, and they come back with issues. And then you're just screwed, basically. You know what I mean? So you cannot put all your eggs in that basket to try and keep up with the demand that you had, 3 months ago.
Right.
For your next run. I don't know. That's just my side of seeing things for the artificial scarcity. But then I definitely see consumer side.
I can see why they might start to think that. I mean, if you get burned, miss the drop like time after time, you're going to be like, all right, what's going on? Like, why can't I get one of these? But
well, but I mean, even the consumers are smart too. They know that the more you sell, the more money you're making. So they're thinking, it makes no sense to me that they wouldn't make enough of this yo-yo. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they might not see the time and effort that it puts into that. And with of those 3 brands that are in question right there, only one of those brands, it is their job.
I read the comments on that post, and Jensen's a couple of his replies were, I mean, they were really long, but I read through them, and it's crazy because I guess I didn't realize that it's just what they do as their jobs before now. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy to see how much they put into this, and it just doesn't make sense that they would want to create artificial scarcity to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. We're pretty much on the same page there. I don't know how to dive into it deeper unless we had somebody on that could argue better the artificial scarcity side. More so, the artificial scarcity in my mind makes sense up front when you're building.
When you're trying to get hyped.
Your first drop or first and second drops, you got something limited, so that it sells out and people are like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it's out there, people are buying it, instead of you make 100 yo-yos for your first drop and your name's not out there, not many people you. It's going to be hard to sell 100 yo-yos.
Right.
And if it sits there, it could look bad, as in, people don't like this, why isn't this selling? And you see that from the consumer side when they're looking into it. But I only see the artificial scarcity method working when you start out. Once you're this late in the game, it doesn't make sense necessarily.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe every once in a while for limited editions, but
yeah, limited editions are a different story.
That's just for your collectors mostly.
Limited editions. But
cool.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't seem to be a limited edition. I mean, I feel like I see so many doorknobs out there on Instagram and everything that it doesn't seem like scarce to me.
No, and you definitely had time to get one if you wanted one.
Yeah. I mean, the one drop page, it was
they dropped
up for a couple hours, right?
Yeah, I think they were on the art page for like a day. I think they said they dropped 100 that day, so you had plenty of time if you wanted one to get one. And clearly, if you're dropping 100 at a time, you're not creating an artificial supply issue.
That's crazy. 100 dropped. Imagine rolling up to the post office with 100 boxes. I don't even drive, so I'd
thing,
have to load like duffel bags.
The good thing for me, my post office, they pick them all
They
up
know
now.
you.
So
Yeah, they're like, all
they
right,
just
enough
pick
of
'em
this
up.
guy.
Yeah. But no, packing and shipping 100 yo-yos. Oh my.
I've been there.
Like that work. Yeah, we had like 500, but that was I couldn't imagine just doing that. Like that doesn't even sound fun. Like if it was my job, you know, you have a drop, and the next day you spend your whole day packaging yo-yos.
Yeah.
I guess it would be okay. I guess if it pays off and it's your job, I guess I can live with packing yo-yos.
Yeah.
You know, once a week, just spending a day. You know what I mean? Once a week, it seems like work. Was there anything else we wanted to hit on?
I don't know. I saw the post and popped right into the comments because, you know me, I love a good spicy post.
Yeah.
Maybe some drama gets
Anything that
stirred
gets
up. Maybe some saltiness.
the blood pumping. Yeah.
And
No,
then,
I didn't remember if there was another something that popped in that we wanted to discuss before we shut this down.
Yeah, I don't think there was. I don't know.
Cool. I think we had a solid episode. This is the point in the episodes where if you guys leave us questions, we'll try and answer them or dive into something like that. Definitely our best episode yet, so make sure you leave a like, share it to somebody that maybe likes yo-yos a little bit. We would appreciate that highly. Leave a comment, leave a question. Do you got anything else for the people, Phil?
Yeah, definitely hit us in the comments section if you got anything that you'd like to add or anything, you know, you'd like us to talk about, want to hear our thoughts on. We'd love to hear from you guys. What you think of the topic, the episode in general. I don't know. What you think of the Bills and the Browns both winning.
You know, what Baker Mayfield, you know. But if you have a good argument for why a brand that's been around for years would be doing artificial scarcity, hit me with it. I mean, the Supreme argument doesn't even make sense just because their scarcity is on such another level.
Supreme. Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, clearly they have, that is their limited stuff is
that's
their gig.
Yeah, that's their MO.
So instead of selling more, they just sell it at a higher price. But yeah, if you have a good argument for the artificial scarcity and you're listening to this, hit us up. I'd like to hear about it. Cool. We'll catch you guys soon for the next Swirly Boys podcast. Thanks for watching.
Later, guys. Keep it swirly.